Business address. Now that you've set up your company information, let's add your business address. This is important because your address appears on attendance records, reports, and other official documents. Let's see how it works. From the settings sidebar, click on business address. It's right below company settings. Great, you're now on the business address page. Notice the helpful blue information banner at the top. Let me read this for you. It says the attendance and other modules utilize the default business address. But when creating records, you have the option to select a different address as default address. What does this mean? Well, Resourceby is smart enough to handle companies with multiple locations. Maybe you have a head office in Johannesburg and a branch office in Cape Town. You can add both addresses, and the system will use your default address for most things, but you can switch to a different address when needed. Now look at the table below. This shows all your business addresses. You can see columns for location, address, country, tax name, and a default indicator. Notice there's already one address here, Holanala, with a yellow radio button showing it's set as the default address. On the right, you'll see an edit option to modify existing addresses. Let's add a new address. Click the yellow Add New Address button at the top. Perfect. A pop-up window has opened with the address form. Let's go through each field carefully. First up is country. Click on this drop-down to select your country. The system has a comprehensive list of countries, so scroll through and find yours. For South African businesses, you'd select South Africa here. Next is location, and notice the red asterisk, meaning this is required. This is a short name for this address, like head office or Cape Town branch or Johannesburg office. This helps you identify different locations at a glance. The placeholder shows examples like New York, Jaipur, Dubai, but use whatever makes sense for your business. Below that, you have two tax-related fields. Tax name is where you'd enter the type of tax registration you have. In South Africa, this might be VAT number or PAY number. Then the tax field next to it, you'd enter the actual tax registration number. These fields are optional, but very useful for compliance and documentation. Now comes the address field, another required one marked with a red asterisk. This is your full physical address. The placeholder gives you the format: street number, street name, suburb, city, postal code. For example, 132 Main Street, Sandton, Johannesburg, 2196. Enter your complete address here. Scroll down a bit and you'll see two interesting optional fields, latitude and longitude. These are geographic coordinates. Now, you don't need to fill these unless you want to use advanced features like GPS-based attendance tracking or mapping. If you do want to use them, you can easily get these coordinates from Google Maps. Just search for your address, right-click on the location, and copy the coordinates. Once you've filled in all your information, look at the bottom right. You'll see a cancel button if you want to exit without saving, and a yellow save button to save your new address. Click Save when you're ready. Excellent. Your new address has been added to the table. Now, here's something important about that default column. Notice each address has a radio button. Only one address can be the default at any time. That's the one the system uses automatically for things like attendance records and reports. If you want to change which address is the default, simply click the radio button next to a different address. It's that easy. The yellow indicator will move to show which one is now your default. You can add as many business addresses as you need, perfect if you're managing multiple sites or project locations. And remember, you can always come back here to edit addresses using the edit button or add new ones as your business grows. Your business address setup is complete. In other videos, we'll explore more settings like currency, tax configurations, and attendance rules, but you're building a solid foundation here.